Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of He Said, She Said. I'm Renee.
I'm David.
So today we're going to take you on a little road trip. David found a good deal on some fence posts that we're going to use for Test Garden 2.0. So we're going to load up some tools so we can cut them down, load up some gloves and straps and other things, and then we'll hit the road.
All right. What she said.
Ha! I see what you did there. Nicely done. All right, let's go.
Let's go.
So we are on our way, and it's always nice to be able to kind of get out of town a little bit. I mean, we live out of town anyway, but just leave the homestead, do a little road trip. Super fun to kind of see the countryside, a different type of countryside, some fall colors. And doing a little
And me.
And David, and road tripping a little bit with David. So I'm super excited about what you found here because really, I mean, you knew what you wanted to get and you were able to find these fence posts on Marketplace, or was it Craigslist?
This one happened to be Marketplace. I've been known to scour Marketplace or Craigslist or OfferUp or FreeCycle or some of those types of pages when I always kind of start there, partly because I'm frugal. And if I don't have to spend the money on buying something brand new, I'll do it. But also I just like the idea of the whole lessen my footprint thing and not buying brand new goods when there's perfectly usable surplus that somebody else has laying around that they don't happen to have a use for, but I do.
Yeah.
Even if I have to drive a little further, that's worth it to me in my heart of hearts. For when I need supplies for something, I start with the secondhand market.
And I think there's something about it too that when we think about like things that are maybe someone has laying around in their barn or their backyard or something like that, it's like it doesn't have a purpose for them anymore. I feel like this is something that could potentially end up in a landfill, and we're kind of saving it from that.
Or just sit outside and rust for decades and decades when it could have had a purpose.
Right. Anyway, I think, and also it's really nice to just take a drive with you.
This is the Saturday adventure. This is what we do when we have a project. And well, we have a project. We got a fence to put up, and so what we've heard as far as deer resistance is 6 foot tall is not quite tall enough. 8 foot is maybe overkill. So what we've been told is you could do a 6 foot fence, but then do a wire, just a wire, like another foot up from that.
Right.
So it was kind of weird when I started looking for fence post material. Number one, I knew that like strictly using T-posts wasn't going to be sturdy enough, especially at the corners.
Right.
Because you need to stretch the fence material and wrap around that 90 degrees a little bit, and then the T-posts will bend. So I knew I wanted something sturdier, more along the lines of like cyclone fence posts, so like galvanized steel round posts. So That's what I started scouting for. Let's see, can I go? Oh, no, I shouldn't go.
And then do you see we're going to turn left?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so when I started scouring Marketplace and whatnot for cyclone fence material, what's the other word? Not cyclone, chain link fence was the other.
Right.
You got to come up with all your keyword searches, right, to be able to find look under all the rocks, because you never know what terminology people will use to describe what they have for sale. So mostly what I was finding was like stuff that's for like 4 foot tall fence or maybe 6 foot tall fence. But we wanted to have 8 foot fence posts, which means at the end of the day you need 10 foot long fence posts, because 2 foot of that or so is what gets sunk into the ground.
Right.
So I wasn't finding 10 foot long posts. The galvanized pipe posts. So, but I found this listing for some folks pretty nearby, and they had, for whatever reason, 24-foot long lengths. And they're like, you know, right there on the ad, they're like, you can cut these down for whatever kind of fence you're putting in. So certainly we don't need a 24-foot tall fence. That's like a border wall fence, I guess. That's like a super secure.
Keep the elk out.
Keep the elk out. It's like maximum security facility type
Right.
things for. I don't know what they're meant for, but heaven knows. So we came prepared. I went ahead and brought my angle grinder to be able to cut them in half, because I wouldn't be able to haul 24-foot long pipes sticking out of my teeny little pickup anyway.
Right.
So yeah, we came prepared to be able to cut them down to size and haul them home. I did a little model of what we want to lay out, so I could determine in advance how many posts we needed. We originally started with something a little bit oversized, but reined it in to the point of where, all right, we need 10 posts. So we bought 5 lengths of pipe. I told these guys we would need 5 lengths of pipe, because we're going to cut them in half when we end up with 10.
Right.
So
yeah. Great. It's kind of a fun, yeah, like David was saying, it's a really fun way. On the weekends we try to go thrifting or look for something that's for a project, and yeah, we won't need this pipe until spring, but you know, when you find a good deal on something, yeah, it's kind of bouncy, sorry. We are in a truck, but when you find a good deal, you want to snag it. So we'll have all winter to be able to procure everything, and this is kind of this was the big one. So anyway, yeah, we'll unload the jaw horse we brought and get set up, and we'll show you how we're going to cut these and load these up into the truck. Ready for the next one already?
Yep.
We'll start this way.
yeah.
That makes way more sense.
Super.
That good?
Yeah, that's great. Want to step on the thing? That'll be your job, is to go lock and clamp.
Like that?
Yep. Feel solid?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Alright, so unlock it. Right. You have to press the button. There you go. That's it. Right. You want to grab a handle there? Alright, put that one off the right, so we got room on the middle for the next one. Right. Just let it go. Nope. Okay. After we set this one in place, you can go see if the job is still in the field of view. Yep.
Much later when they're. Can I pick up my end first?
Sure.
Lighter that way for me.
All right. Thank you. I'm sorry we figured that out on the last one.
What? Well, actually, I figured it out a couple, so I was trying to be sure. But you're disgusting.
So we also have this partial roll of horse fencing that we got for a different project. That was also something that we sourced kind of secondhand. It was a partial roll, so we got it for cheap, didn't have to buy it brand new. It's at the other side of the property, so I think while we're doing this much, just kind of staging things for the spring for the fence project, I kind of feel like I want to round that up and stash that over here as well. So we'll take care of that next.
All right, so I think we made it back just in time. There's a big rain cloud up ahead. We were bundled up just in case, but it was a beautiful day, a beautiful drive, and really nice to be out in the fall weather and enjoy the sunshine. So on the list, we had fence posts, check. We have our fencing, check. And now we need 2 gates. So David is really good at doing research and finding those treasures. So
That's kind of my superpower.
it is. So he's going to be looking for those 2 swing gates. So anyway, we'll find those. I'm sure we will. You are pretty good at that. Hope you enjoyed coming along with us today. We will take you back when we start putting in the actual fence. I'm really looking forward to it. Being able to have this protected area to be able to grow things and not have to compete with the deer. So
Yes.
So if you haven't already, please consider subscribing, hit that like button, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss an episode. So until next time, everyone, take care.
Bye, everybody.